What it do, man? What's happening, y'all? It's everybody out there in the world, man. Hope everybody's doing good. Life. We back at it again, man. Another episode. I'm joined with my guest and my a frequent collaborator, mine, Ty. Say what's up to the people, man.
Yeah. How y'all living?
Yeah, man. We in the house, man. We're just chilling, just chopping it up. And, I've been looking into the Notre Dame, building. That's a little bit of French there. A little French in high school. But I'm looking at the Notre Dame building, and so many people just pouring out their hearts to this, and now they're pouring out their dollars to try to help rebuild. And Ty, I'm trying to become aware on things lately, and I know that you're an Advent person about this, but I just find it crazy how we got GoFundMe's trying to get money to get this building made.
Word.
So Ty, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this line. Why doesn't Flint have water, man?
Yeah.
This is crazy, man.
I mean, it's a fact.
We got GoFundMe's. I just looked at one earlier. It's about $12,000.
Yeah.
To over their $10,000 goal
Yeah.
to help with repairs on the Notre Dame.
Yeah, on a cathedral.
Yeah, on a fucking cathedral. I mean, on a dang cathedral.
On a building.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's probably sacrilegious to talk shit about a church. Bro.
Right. So, it's wild. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you said it like, Flint still don't have water. Like at the end of the day, and it's when people say stuff like that, a lot of times it gets misconstrued because recently, I think it was probably less than a week or two ago, it came out. It's like a $77 million water infrastructure refinishing plan or whatever for Flint and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it can't get lost that when niggas say, yo, Flint still doesn't have water, we're talking about, yo, it's been how long since we found out Flint didn't have water?
Cool minute.
It's been multiple years. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, it's been that long?
What? Flint hasn't had water since 2015.
Dang.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Whew.
The Flint crisis is and has been since 2014-15, around that time frame. But like you said, you got the Notre Dame joint happened this year, and you got folks pouring out their hard-earned money, whatever. But it's the simple fact of the matter is people care about shit that white people built more than they care about black people. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, I mean, what else is there? You know what I'm saying?
It's wild.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, we shipping money to get this just historic church built.
Yeah.
But this is crazy. I'm like, this is wild. This is wild.
Yeah.
Where are people's priorities? I was talking. I don't know if this is a good example, but this is what when my mind was starting to jog about this subject, stuff that I was looking at, like Avengers. Like that movie I looked in $356 million to make this movie, and I'm just like, man, we got bigger issues in the world, but here we are spending money and blowing all these resources. We got to blow up cars and do all this crazy, build all these sets and use all these materials and stuff to make Avengers Endgame, but we got people out here suffering in, all these places and stuff. I'm just like, dang, man. But at the same time, it's a movie production studio, you know what I'm saying?
They're supposed to produce, right?
Right. So, I mean, I guess we should be more angry at just people with power. Now, I guess companies with power.
I would say capitalism is not something that is for the people. It's not something that is for the good. Like, capitalism is the doctrine. Like, if you break it down, into its in the root words, the suffix ism, roughly translates to the doctrine of, right? And so capital is profit. It's wealth. It's increased wealth. So it's profit. So the doctrine of increasing wealth, right? Because that's how they say a free market, and it's facts. The more niggas sell, the more specialized in trade. That's what builds and grows market economies. Now, there's a difference between a market economy and a free market economy.
What's the difference?
A market economy just means that there's a marketplace, but there's regulations. When people say free market, they want as little interference from outside forces, quote unquote, as possible. But the simple fact of the matter is, money is always going to be the source.
Yeah.
It's the same reason people like pharmaceutical companies will spend millions and millions of dollars and billions of dollars testing, designing treatments and steroids and drugs that are continue to just treat symptoms. They're spending money on a cure for. If you curing shit, every time you make a sale, you just made sure you'll never make a sale again. There's no money in curing cancer.
Dang. So you're saying we got the cure,
I don't think we got the cure, no.
but they ain't really looking for it.
There are people looking for it.
Right, of course.
And there are a lot of people looking for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there could be more, a lot more, and a lot more resources thrown into it. And I'm of the belief that if not even requisite, just the appropriate amount of money, resource, time, manpower, blah, 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 was put into it, we'd have figured that shit out a minute ago. Nigga, we went to the moon.
Did we?
Yeah, we went to the moon.
But did we though?
What would be the point of lying?
Because we were in a space rush, space war with Russia. They was getting.
We were in a nuclear.
Right. But we was also like trying to see whose balls hang the lowest.
Right?
Right.
It was.
And that motherfucker Kennedy said it. He said it like I think before they did. He's like, "Yo, we going to the moon."
He said we're going to the moon.
So he's like, "All right, listen,
and
guys."
it took 10 years. It took 10 years. It took a lot of research, development. But let's say we didn't go to the moon, because I'm of the opinion that we did. And when it comes to conspiracy theories, I always go back to the element of niggas can't keep a secret to save their lives. So when I hear big, vast conspiracies and there's nothing on the books, nobody come out and said some shit. Like, because I used to think when niggas would say, "Oh yeah, Ronald Reagan put crack in the black community," I was like, "Oh, that's some like that end of the spectrum conspiracy shit." But then when you look, like, there's the names are on paper, like these things happen. There's multiple documented incidences of this shit, and it's like it's because nobody can keep their mouth shut. Like if it's a conspiracy at the highest levels, it's so many niggas who see it and have to shut up. So that's
the government be out here silencing people. What you mean?
Nigga,
they have the key. They have technology we don't even know, bro. Area 51. Like,
our government is behind, bro. It's real interesting because I think there's been, and obviously I'm only 23, so I don't really know because my time with understanding of, you know what I'm saying, a finger on the pulse per se of how folks talk and what people think and whatnot. It's real interesting to me that there's such a distrust of government when the government's not them niggas like are in the pockets of the corporations. Like their names is on the books. Jeff Bezos is the richest nigga in the world and he didn't pay taxes. Like I never understood the Illuminati shit. The names are on the books. The Koch brothers donated $900 million to this 2016 election. Like the names are on the books. Chick-fil-A supports gay conversion therapy. Like it ain't no secret shit. Like niggas they take some of their profits and they put it into funding that shit. Conversion therapy camps where they be electrocuting like 14-year-old kids because they don't want to fuck the same way that, you know what I'm saying, other people do. Meanwhile, you got
Chick-fil-A's funding this?
Yes, nigga. Chick-fil-A still contributes to that shit because they're a Christian company. So I mean, and it's not gonna stop niggas from eating food because there's Chick-fil-A is such a large organization that so many people are separate from the values and just work there. And some niggas just like chicken, like niggas
Right.
like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like not everything is in. You can't expect people to consume ethically all the time, because then you get a situation like, yo, every time somebody buys an iPhone, we help destabilize an African country. Like coltan, that's one of the things I learned in my politics of the digital class. Shout out to my nigga Dr. Columbia. Actually, I don't know if he's a doctor, Professor Columbia, whatever.
Shout out to
David Columbia. Shout out to that nigga, cool dude. But yeah, coltan, like it's one of those things where like we couldn't have phones and shit like the way we have them without it.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to mine it in a lot of in destabilized a lot of poor nations where it'd be like military juntas in command and shit like that,
mm-hmm.
and my fucking child like fucking laborers and shit like that. And before I go any further, that the widespread destabilization of governments in Africa is a direct result of mass colonialization. So, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of niggas, a lot of white folks will try to like, they ain't gonna say it. It'd be dog whistle. They just talk about how reckless it is in Africa. And it's like, yeah, nigga, got like that shit didn't happen like by accident. That shit was niggas destabilized. Same reason niggas don't want to go into Iraq and shit and take out the government and then not put one back.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like niggas don't give a fuck. Niggas don't give a fuck. And that's why it's mad GoFundMes for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
And
I hope I got that right. Was my accent on point? I feel like I was like mixing.
that
was
wasn't French at all. That was nowhere near that. Nah.
Oh man, get the PR people out on me. Oh shoot.
What? They're white. What? It's French.
They're gonna be like, what? I sounded literally like I was like Middle Eastern with like.
Fuck French people and their food.
Why?
I don't like French food.
I don't like French toast.
I don't think that's French.
Okay.
It might
But like
be,
a croissant. I like a croissant.
Croissants are French.
Alright.
Croissants are French.
Okay, man. I swear the PR people are gonna get me, boy. They go.
I mean, that's what you hire a PR guy for. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
You gotta hire somebody or really just go, oh damn, that nigga traveled. That nigga took like 70 steps. I'm surprised. Damn, the NBA, like Steve Kerr said it, the NBA be letting niggas get away with traveling.
Oh yeah, they let
Just for
people get away with a
entertainment
lot of
product.
shit, man.
But yeah. Fuck Notre Dame, fuck that cathedral. I don't give a fuck about that cathedral. I truly, if that cathedral was burnt down to the fucking ground and was unreparable, I would not lose a wink of sleep. I wouldn't give a fuck. None.
Why?
Cause a fucking building. Like I don't give a fuck. Like it's a fucking building.
But it is a historical building. I took my wife out there. We got engaged in front of it. Damn it.
Fuck you and your wife.
Oh shit.
That's how it goes. Like
man.
What? I'm not with that shit. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that cathedral. Fuck that cathedral and anybody who's really rocking with it. Nah, not really that. But like fuck that cathedral. I don't give a fuck. Like
it's historical. It means something.
Sure it does.
It stands for something.
It does. It does.
I don't know what it means or stands for, but I know
it does. It does stand for something, and it does represent some shit. And simultaneously, I don't give a fuck about it or the shit it represents. I'm hip.
We're all. I don't know. I guess. Fuck that building because. That's crazy that stuff like this would dominate the news, but there's just other things going on in the world.
There's another shooting. There's another shooting today. University of North Carolina.
Really?
In Charlotte, I believe. Yeah.
Wow.
2 people had died. 2 people died, and 4 people were wounded. Yeah.
Man.
Another one. Literally another one.
This is like.
That's how it goes. In America.
And now it's desensitized because we don't cover this. Yeah. It's not even. Was this in the news? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen it on CNN. But
Okay. So this is in the news.
Yeah, I mean, but that shit, nigga. Yeah.
I forgot I'm on social media.
We're not going. In a day or two, Niggas not gonna pay attention to that shit. Nobody gonna care.
That's what I was talking about with a friend of mine. Our attention span is so short.
Yeah.
We just don't be caring about them. I was talking about R. Kelly, and like one
Shit went away
second,
quick, didn't it?
everyone made their memes. I'm fighting for my life. You know,
Hog tie. How do you know how to hog tie? What would a hog tie? Nigga was wild. That nigga was wild.
it was funny, but it's not funny at the
That
same
shit
time.
was funny
Like,
as hell. I don't care what nobody said. That shit was funny as hell. Like what he did wasn't funny, but
right.
that interview is funny as hell. That interview is wild funny.
But yeah, man, it's just crazy. We all laugh about something and then we forget about it the next day, man.
Man, yeah,
it's crazy.
Nigga.
It's crazy.
Remember when Ralph Northam was in blackface and that shit, and then the news came out that he's just gonna try and wait it out, and then everybody was like, oh no, we're not gonna let him wait it out, and then he waited it out.
Dang, can we let all the people know who Northam is?
Ralph Northam is the governor of Virginia currently. But I mean, also it was I'm not gonna hold you, an old white man having some racist shit is like that's par for the course. So I mean, it didn't surprise me.
What does that mean, par for the course?
Yo, it'd be like old white people be racist. Like it's a country that teaches everyone to not fuck with niggas. So like, when that nigga was a teenager, a young adult, that nigga didn't fuck with niggas. I believe it. Does he fuck with niggas now? Probably, maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't really affect too much shit because this nigga's in, like, you just look at the track record of what the nigga's done. And nigga's a regular ass run-of-the-mill politician. Like, he's a Democrat, and I think generally Democrats tend to be more straight up and down than the Republicans, but
What you mean straight up and down?
not crooked. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're definitely still crooked at the end of the day. I think they're even more.
Everybody's
crooked.
crooked. No. Everybody is crooked. However, I don't submit to the false equivalency that they're the same. I don't think that, no. I don't think that, no.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
Dang.
they're definitely both trash and both need to go.
Who?
Both Democrats and Republicans. Everybody got to go.
We need a new. Yeah, that's what I said. So we need to get rid of this party system.
Yeah, this two-party shit. It don't make no sense.
It's bad.
It don't make no sense.
It's bad.
It don't make no sense. It's not only two viewpoints. Like, that's such a crazy concept. It's
Right.
It's not two viewpoints.
Right.
You're not one or the other. It's not. That's not
Right.
how humans work.
Exactly. It's crazy, man. And when you're one of the two, you kind of have to absorb their agenda, and it's just like
It's more team than anything.
right. It's weird.
You ever ask a nigga why he roots for the team he roots for? It ain't really no good reason. It just is what it is. Same shit with niggas' political parties.
Dang.
It's just because whatever your folks was, that impacted what you are. Either A, you wanted to be in line with your folks, or B, you wanted the opposite. But, because I was a quote-unquote Democrat as a teenager, I didn't know shit.
Yeah, I turned out in the middle. We took a test in my government class to see which side you on, and my ass ended up finishing in the middle.
I'm a radical progressive, though. I'm just not a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
What's a radical progressive?
I think we need reparations.
What's reparations?
Reparations for slavery, nigga. Like,
Oh, you think?
Yeah. In the
You don't think we should let this go?
No. What? Absolutely not.
Just
Nigga, it's not like it'd be different if that shit didn't still have like niggas are
it
still
still has an
enslaved
effect.
today.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
You
okay,
know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
you. I get
the
you.
poverty rate for black folks is twice that of white folks. The
Okay.
wealth, you know what I'm saying? The median household wealth for the white family in the United States is $110,000. The median household wealth for a black family is $11,000.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Like these things that
Okay.
and unemployment rate is double. You know what I'm saying? 1 in 3 black men will go to prison versus 1 in 17 white men. You know what I'm saying? We live in a country we have like 5% of the world's population, but 25% of the world's prison population, and most of them are people of color. You know what I'm saying? And it's still slavery today. Like today, right now, going on in the United States of America, there is slavery. there are quotas for cops to put people, to have a certain amount of people in jail. They've privatized prisons. They work niggas 8 hours a day for like 8 cents an hour. That's slavery, nigga.
Right.
Like, that just is. You don't have a choice.
Whew. That's tough.
Yeah. So, nah, I don't think we should let that shit go. Nah. And I think the form of reparations that is most feasible and ethical and I think effective is tuition-free education for everybody. Because you can't get shit done without it pleasing white folks, unfortunately. That's how it goes. Like, it is what it is. Like, you want some shit done and you're not involving white people, it's probably not going to get done. Because white people can just make sure shit doesn't get done. There are a lot of them. And white folks look out for white folks. It's a reason Trump won every demographic of white people.
Dang.
Women of all ages, all, like, college educated, high school educated, he won all the white people. All of them. Old, young, all, man, female.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
all of them.
I thought he got like the older.
No, he
got the young
won
too.
every single demographic of white
That's
people.
what I be saying. I'm like, yo, there's so much like outcry and trying to get Trump out of here, but I'm like, where are the people who like who bang with him? Because like when
They're
you win,
all
that
around.
means
They are all
right.
around.
They gotta be because like
They are all
Virginia was
around.
like 50-50, wasn't it? Like Hillary won by like
Barely.
So I'm like, dude, like who? Like everybody who's Trump is quiet. It's like we're in a movie. Like have you ever seen the movie They Live or something like that with one of the old wrestlers like Roddy Piper or something like that, and he had like these shades. He found these magical shades that he put on, and it turns out like everyone's like these aliens or whatever like that, and like the whole world is like all. He puts the shades on, and everything turns black and white, and it's like, man, I be feeling like that, man. It's crazy out here, bro. It's just like, well, that's how it's kind of like. I'm like, yo. You just don't know, and now you don't know who the alien is around you if you don't got the glasses on. So it's like, yo, who is around me, man? Like who?
White people be reckless. Like I don't. It's crazy to say, like, cause one thing I very 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 much believe is growing up black in America, especially and much more so when you grow up poor and black. But I think growing up black in America in general, that gives niggas PTSD. As simple as that. Like, yo, that shit is so nuts. And when you look at white folks, they don't. If it's the weirdest thing is white folks won't talk like race with nobody other than just white folks. So they only see from white folks' perspective type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how many reckless statements like white women have said to me just off the strength? We go to a PWI. You know how many like times white people? I know you've seen that shit. White people be reckless.
They do.
They just be reckless as fuck.
Yeah.
And it'd be the most genuinely like I don't even know I'm being
right,
reckless.
yo, that's
so half
crazy.
the time you'd be like,
yo,
oh, whitey.
yo,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's so funny you say that. I was playing basketball with this white dude, and he's just like, we're playing with Julio, and then these two other white dudes, and then one of the ball goes over the fence. One of the white dudes like, Julio, he's like, I know you're good at jumping fences. I'm like, because you know, for those who don't know, Julio's Hispanic. I'm like, bro. And then we're playing, and for those who don't know, I'm half white, half black. Anyways, some rap music, some other people playing on the soccer field started playing some rap music, and then bro was like, oh no, the rap music's on, like thinking I'm gonna turn up like now. I'm just like, bro, like what?
Yeah,
like come on.
White folks be wildin', bro. White folks be ODing.
Yeah, and then he was like, you got that NBA gene or something like that. I'm like, bro, like you can't be. But I know in his heart of hearts that like he don't really mean that, because I see him the next day and it's like it's all cool. Like I know some people's facade can be it's all cool, but
yeah, it's
I
mad
feel
polite
it.
racist
I feel
too,
it at the end of the day.
But a lot of folks don't. A lot of folks aren't malicious.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of folks aren't.
Right.
But at the same time, if you look down on black folks, but you don't do it out of like malice, you just happen to look down on black folks.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm rocking.
Right. True. That still don't mean that don't give you any.
Yeah, that's not
it
necessarily
shouldn't give you any a pass just because you
it's
did
2019,
it.
and
right.
I feel that way. It's 2019. If you're under 30, I don't like to do absolutes, so I'm not gonna go that far.
Right.
But if you under 30, I look at you. If your information's off.
What you mean?
Like mad niggas be running around with bad info. Bad info. Like, if you out here, actually, scratch, I'm not gonna say if you're under 30. I'll say, yeah, I'll take that back just because it's not nobody's, like, everybody is just a product of their environment. And if no one, or if your environment or someone within your environment hasn't taught you something, you wouldn't know it.
Right.
And that's half of the reason these white kids go around not knowing what the fuck is good.
Exactly.
Because even during Black History Month, we don't learn that shit. I didn't like. I took AP from sophomore. I took AP Euro. I took AP US History. And I took AP US Government.
Mm-hmm.
I paid attention in class. I used to love history class.
Yeah.
I paid attention. They don't teach the repercussions, how it still rocks today. It's not something that's taught.
Definitely.
And so
Just the basics.
Right. I can't necessarily fault somebody if they're walking around like, if a white dude look me dead in my face and be like, racism is there's no more racism.
Mm-hmm.
I can be like, nah, you off, and here's why. But I can't be like, oh, fuck you, because you didn't know. I'm never gonna say fuck somebody because you didn't know something. Like, but at the same time, it's also not my responsibility to teach you.
Yeah.
So if I don't feel like having a conversation with you because you don't know, and I don't feel like teaching you, that's my prerogative. Like, I can not fuck with you, but I'm not like condemning. Like, ain't nobody evil. Everybody.
Right. That's why I feel like some people need. Like, that's why I should have done it, bro. I should have just been like, yo, that shit not cool. We not rocking with it.
That's some shit that
some people just you gotta let them know. You know
I agree to an extent, but then on a similar tip though, I understand why you didn't say anything, because it's like, do you even feel like
right?
like what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point? But I feel that, like, cause nigga, as much as we love to say one man can change the world, yo, you spending the time it would take to teach this one white dude, and it's not the one.
I feel like that it just one little sentence and be like, yo, bro, hey, that's not rocking, bro. Don't be saying no shit like that.
One sentence is gonna reverse an entire lifetime of socialization?
I hope so.
I tend to disagree. People are rarely convinced by People are rarely convinced by anyone other than themselves. Like, and that's why if you're gonna teach somebody something, you have to walk them through it. Just like when we in school, we in classes and shit, niggas walk us through things.
Right.
They don't just say, hey, this is what it is.
Well,
they walk it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's how I feel like it's for me for this semester. Just that side note. I feel like ain't nobody show us the way. It's just like, here.
Oh, but I mean, all right, we're in creative classes and we're seniors.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, we're practicing now more so than like learning. Niggas shouldn't be learning too much at this. Well, that's not true, because you learn by practicing partially.
Right.
But niggas shouldn't be like I felt like creative classes lecturing is weird anyway. Like, curiousness. Like, being in the lectures when niggas would be like, so here's how you be creative. That was very weird to me. Because I couldn't describe to you what my process is.
Right. That's what I've been hearing people say. Like, people's like, I don't know what to say in my creative process. But then again,
I just think.
Right.
Niggas just think. Like,
it just happens.
It's literally, yeah.
I guess some people have some people just have a feng shui.
Well, here's the thing. Being more or less of anything than anyone else does not make you better or worse than anything than anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a lot of niggas who are bigger, faster, stronger, slicker, whatever. It's a lot of niggas who know more. It's a lot of niggas who are just plain out smarter. A lot of niggas who are more creative. That don't make nobody better than me, and that don't make me better than nobody. Like, and that's the thing. Everybody's so quick to attach this judgment to everything. Everybody judge everybody for everything, so that everybody judge themselves for shit. But it's like, nigga, we all just people trying to figure this shit out. Like, don't nobody really know. Like, And whatever skills you have, that's not you didn't do that. Like if you work hard at your craft and you get nice at something, that's different. But like, yo, natural talent, what you do for that?
Nothing. It's natural.
Opportunity, what you do for that? Nothing. You were born, nigga. You were born. You were born into some shit. And 99.99% of the things that occur in your life, you ain't had shit to do with. Like everything that happens in your life is dependent on where you are. You didn't have nothing to do with that. Nigga was just, oop, I exist now. Well, all right. Well, shit. Since I'm here, let's get rocking. You know what I'm saying? That's how everybody go. Like, and it's like, I don't know. Like that's why, for example, with what's her name in the Japanophile shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, for those who don't know,
we don't gotta put her on blast.
Like okay, but I'm just saying. Well, hey, you're referencing it, so we have to let the listeners know what we're referencing.
I feel that. That's fair.
So wait, hold on. We might have to cut this part. I don't know if I want Shelby hearing it. Yeah, we don't want to. Okay.
I mean.
Can you find another example?
I mean, it probably would be good that's a good, interesting example because Shelby, like, if I said some shit like that to her, I promise, I'm not gonna say I promise. I truly don't believe that if I hit her with the that's reckless. That's a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she'd catch it. Not catch it. Maybe not like not believe me. Right. But white folks be having to hear it from white folks.
I tried to tell her. All right, for those who don't know,
Giannis hit his second 3.
For those who don't know, this girl that we go to class with has a YouTube channel. It's called Japanophiles. She's a white lady, but she's a Japanophile. She's crazy about Japan.
I've never been there.
Never been there, but she will be traveling this fall to teach Japanese kids how to speak English. But yeah. So why are we talking about Japanophiles again?
Because a white woman.
Identified
herself as someone who loves Japan, even though she's never been there, and her only real like contact is about to be going to Japan to teach Japanese kids white shit.
I talked to her about the YouTube channel name, and I was like, "Do you have any?" I didn't say it was bad. I said, "Do you have any other ideas?" I was like, "Do you have anything else?" Like,
she probably loved that shit. She came up with it.
Yeah,
people have this weird thing about that, bro.
Yeah, she didn't go for it. She was just like, "Yeah, no, I like it," and it kind of makes sense though because she's saying it's like a file. These like files in a folder, Japanophiles.
It'd be different if she spelled it that way.
Maybe that's the key.
I mean, she spelled it the way file is spelled.
Right, Phile.
Yeah, right. Bibliophile, pedophile. Like, nigga, that shit is a word. It's a prefix. A suffix. It has meanings. And so if she was talking about the Japanophiles, like, first off, that's an ugly name. I ain't gonna hold you. If that's what she's talking about, then word up to her. Like, it's less cringy.
Yeah.
But then it's just cringy in a different way. Like, right. You can come up with something better than that. Like, Shawty, you not dumb. Like, you can get to it. Like, you ain't got to settle for the Japan-O-files.
Right.
But if it is what it look like, it's another white chick appropriating another culture. It just is what it is.
Is it appropriation? Like she embraces the culture. She bangs with the culture. She's going to Japan to be in Japan.
She's going to Japan
to be in the culture.
Japanese kids
but that's her
English. Way
to get into the culture, bro. Maybe she ain't got bread to go move her whole life out there. So she's like, this is my way to get out there. Because I think they're paying for her room and board.
Yeah, they are. That's a fair point. Nothing's 100% negative, nothing 100% positive. I'm not saying she's just this evil white witch, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to sorcerize.
Right.
Like, I ain't saying none of that. I'm just saying,
right.
But I think her, like, quote-unquote Japanophile shit, I think it's genuine. I think she genuinely feels like she loves everything about Japanese culture. I think if you asked her that with a gun to her head, she would be like, yeah, I really do.
Yeah. Even
though she doesn't know Japanese culture, nigga. Like, that's what it goes to for me, where it's like, how you don't know it enough to. It's not a respect. I guess there's a respect level for that culture that's missing for me, and it's more than just liking a culture. You can like a culture,
Right.
but just because you like a culture doesn't mean you're a part of that culture. Doesn't mean you can speak of, from, or to that culture. It doesn't mean anything. Like, but it's not mutually exclusive. Like, you can't like, if, for example, one of my political science professors, he was in Russia for like 20 years.
Uh-huh.
This nigga still has a Russian accent now. He was born here. He was in Russia for 20 years. This nigga still has a Russian accent. Hasn't lost it all the way yet. He got back, like, I want to say, it was like 2 or 3 years before I had taken him.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga was imbued in that culture. All right, word. Like, word. You, and I'm not saying it takes 20 years.
Right. And to gain a whole accent.
But if you, nigga, you can't read kanji, you can't read, write, or speak the language. You can't read, write, or speak the language, but you love that culture. Word.
Dang.
That's like you hitting a shawty and then she'd be like, she loves you after like a month. Bitch, you don't know me. Like, word. You like what you see.
Yeah.
You like what you know. But it's like the iceberg shit, you know what I'm saying? You see the 10%, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck is down there.
Right.
I wouldn't even say I'm like of or well versed in Japanese culture. And I lived there for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay. Yeah. You know what? All right. Put some respect on your name. All right. You know what I'm saying? You should have started with that, actually.
I feel that. But I'm saying, like, niggas don't be self-aware. That's what hurts. Like, it's weird to me for somebody not to see. Like, you don't see that. Like, you don't see that. You look at that and you be like, yeah, that's okay. And but everybody come from where they come from, do what they do. Like, I don't know her background. I don't know. All I know is she doesn't know much about Japanese culture.
Dang.
But she loves it.
She's a Japanophile.
Yeah. Ain't never been there.
But she will.
Love it, though.
Yeah. She's, hey, man.
And maybe she's trying to speak it into existence, the love.
You know? Listen, let me tell you like this. Would it be too much? What if I loved just looking at dashikis? You know what I'm saying? What if I'm Hispanic
and you just
I love
that's okay.
looking at, and then I go rock a dashiki? Can I do that? Like, who says I can't wear something? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's where it goes to respect. Because it's people of the culture from which dashikis originate who have to say, all right, yeah, this is respectful or not respectful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there are general things you can observe, respect for some shit. But, like, if you just because you like that shit, like, it's mad folks who just like shit. Like, yo, my mom has a big-ass kimono. You shouldn't be wearing it around. She has a big-ass kimono hanging on a wall in our crib.
Right.
We lived in Japan for 3 years. It's a lot of shit about Japanese culture. I love a lot of parts of Japanese culture. There's a lot of dope shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started reading manga out there. I was in middle school and shit.
Right.
I really started... But, like, yo... Like... It's little shit that I used to fuck with, like, out there. But, like I said, it's not the entire culture. You know what I'm saying? Like... Yo, you live in America and you live in Japan and you go live in Japan for a week. The first thing you'll say is, "Damn, the portion sizes is so small out here." Dead ass. And I was a kid feeling that way. Like, everybody say that shit, and that was like one of the things. Because I'm saying niggas military is mad Americans out there, and it's like, yeah, that's one thing everybody noticed. That's one of the first things they notice. It's like, yeah, you might like that, you might not, but you don't know because you ain't been there. But even just knowing doesn't mean you're of that culture or you can speak like you're from that culture or like you know that culture. Like, everybody wants to know everything and be a part of everything, but it's like you can respect it, you can like it from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
can't be a Japanophile.
Yeah, like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, you can't be a Japanophile if you don't like...
So you're saying you can't say Japanophile until you live there for a good amount of time and become ingrained in the culture? And...
I don't think there's necessarily a checklist.
You just have to really be about that life, and you just don't think she's really about that life.
If you know, you know. Like,
okay,
it's like just like you can tell when somebody who's not of black culture speaks speaks on or speaks of black culture. You can always tell because you're of that. Like niggas who know will always know. And that's the thing. A lot of folks don't know, so a lot of folks let shit rock. For example, the concept of karma, right? It's a Buddhist concept. Karma actually doesn't refer to anything that happens while we're living. The concept of karma is when you die, then all of your choices will be. Yeah, it's not like you get your just comeuppance and Dang. Right,
my whole life has just been man, wow.
But that's just one of those things that like niggas don't know. But like, dang. We're not of that culture, so I wouldn't expect anybody to know that.
Dang, wow. I'm a perpetrator out here.
It's not even that. Like you, nigga, we all. There are a million. Like don't nobody know shit, and don't let anybody ever tell you they know a lot, and. If you ever get the feeling like, this nigga Ty knows a lot, let me remind you, I don't know a goddamn thing. I know a couple of useless tidbits of information, some shit that randomly comes up every once in a while. But like, for real, nigga, we don't know shit. Like, and it's motherfuckers be weirdo out here, man. Like,
dang. Well.
Imagine if Shawty would have been like Blackophiles. How nuts does that sound?
Yeah, that would be pretty wild. Blackophiles or Africanophile.
None of that. None of that's alright.
Germanophile.
Like
Filipinophile. I don't know. I guess this is how it sounds, because I guess when you know.
If somebody said, "Oh yeah, I got this shit called Blackophiles," I'm a white person and I fuck with niggerdom. Not literally saying it, but I'm saying I fuck with nigger shit. I would be like, huh?
Interesting. Wow.
But there are a lot of white people who grew up in and around black culture a lot, and they know to be respectful. They know where if you ever watch the Joe Budden podcast, Roy is one of the most correct white niggas who be around and is of this culture.
Yeah,
he's one of the most correct ass white niggas I've ever seen. Like,
shout out to bro.
Yeah, and I don't even know that nigga, so he might be he might just be incredibly intelligent and just know, or not even he might just be media trained and know not to say no crazy. Milwaukee ran off a 26-2 run on y'all.
Yes, bro, it's over.
I knew they was gonna do y'all bad. But I didn't know they was going to do y'all like this.
Yeah, we held on for as long as we could.
I'm glad I bet that. Oh, yeah. Hey, my nigga Marcus. Pay up, nigga. Pay up.
We'll go ahead and end the show on that note. I'm going to go
on a little sadder note.
Sulk on my Celtics
a little
now.
Sadder note. Well, hold on. Let's remind everybody who is the most winning, who's the winningest franchise in NBA history.
The Boston Celtics.
Yes,
all right. Yes. So
yeah, 17
that's good.
Up in the
but
Raptors.
If this is what have you done for me lately, league? I don't be worried about all that.
Y'all got
stuff.
one this decade. Ooh,
it's cool.
No, you don't.
Nah, that was like 08.
That was 08.
But it's all good, man. So what? In the end, it's all good, man. We all get our times.
Yeah, niggas try.
So what's a closing remark? What's a closing statement you got for the people?
For the people, know yourself, so that you can love yourself, so that you can be yourself.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, thank you. I like that one too. That was off the top. I'm gonna write that down.
That was good. All right, now if I my closing statement is, don't look at too much news. They be out. They be
wilding.
They be wilding. Yeah, it'd be cool. It's cool to inform yourself here and there, but try to find a good way a clean way to form yourself. Don't PBS be having good stuff?
Yeah, PBS. Yeah, 100%.
Find the good people, man.
Man, and there's places you can go.
Yeah.
Google Scholar is a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't believe everything you read.
Internet's toxic, man.
Yeah.
Keep it safe out here. But anyways, we're gonna catch you guys next time. Thank you, Ty, for being on the show. I appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate you for
Thank
inviting
you.
me, my
Thank
nigga.
you. You already know. Until next time. All right, y'all.